Good afternoon and welcome back to Bologna, as though you've gone anywhere, glued to your screens, ULTI.TV all week long. We're in the open semifinals. France taking on Belgium. I'm Stefan Rapazzo, and I'm here with Chopo Santucci, the Bologna native himself. Chopo, expectations for this game. What do you see happening?
Buongiorno a tutti, buongiorno. And so I guess we will see a fight, a tremendous fight. Belgium doesn't want to give up. Belgium has a lot of expectation for this game, but nonetheless has France that has told us previously that they just expected and still expect just and only the final game for the first and the second place.
They are gunning for a championship over in France, and the Belgians' expectations were less quantifiable. They didn't really give a placing, but they're here for the vibes. They're here to feel good. And
yeah, you know, when you play not without expectation, but just hoping for the best, and then the best happens, then you find yourself in the right spot to just go on and try and win it all.
Yeah, then put yourself in the best position. Either way, I think Belgium's been on a great run. They've had some good results. I don't think they had people had more expectations for some of their opponents, and they knocked off some big teams along the way, including your Italians, Chopo. I don't know if you saw that game.
No, I didn't see it, but unfortunately, I was following it on a live scoring
Nice.
WhatsApp group. And unfortunately, Italy lost. But I mean, this Belgian team looks very fit and very also with a lot of different weapons to use on the O line and on the D line as well.
So,
A lot of old friends for you, Steph. in
yeah,
this game.
definitely. I mean, this French team is very ISNO heavy in their roster selection. The whole administration, captaincy, coaches, all ISNO based. So yes, I know a fair few of these crew from the days of ISNO in Noisy-le-Sec. Excited to see them all in action. First pull.
Out of bound.
That's a brick. Kwavu Nguyen walks it to the spot. He's met there by Kevin Hogan, and we are game on semifinals. Gwen Tessier comes under, gets a touch, and feeds Rico Becker Chagnot. Tessier back to Nguyen. Nguyen out for Leonard, and Nguyen cuts up the line. He's fed the disc. Looking up again, now back to center. Spinning in the pivot, push pass to Nass. And they're on the board. Nass just got shifted over to the O-line.
Yeah, and you can see him scoring the first point with a sweet push pass from Nguyen.
You think it's a good move putting Nass on the O-line, Chopo? What do you think?
Well, to me, it's a great choice to move it just right about on the semis, so you can get used to the O rhythm and then stay on the O for the final. And you know, the old Nasser and Vogel is always useful in offense with those deep hucks and also some deep cuts.
Yeah, Nass is a two-way threat all the time. The ageless legend that he is. Keeps doing it and shifted over to the O-line and gets a goal right away. So, Pole gets sent down to the Belgian O-line. They await and pick up. Clement gives and receives. Now upfield into Demesmaker. Then dump back again, Clement, and the Belgians slowly chipping away at the French zone. They're ready to transition, sent deep and towed down. Belgium does respond. Nice goal there. Looks like
from the Man in Black.
Vandermeldrick with the goal.
Yes. Van Melrik. It's the Man in Black of this game. Every master team has a guy playing in just
Sunglasses.
old school sunglasses. Because did you notice, Steph, that a lot of guys now like to play like buzz ballet with some like bicycle sunglasses like yours?
Oh, yeah, like ski goggles, whatever you call them, wraparounds,
Yeah,
wraparound titaniums.
shout out to buzz ballet using them 10 years ago and setting the trend for now.
Vandermeldrick is the name after having a look at the profile there and the pronunciation guide.
Yeah.
And Belgium strike back.
And it actually said that it means from the kingdom of heaven, his surname.
It's a heck of a surname.
Yeah.
Vandermeldrick.
Anyway.
Nas Mb Vogel picks up the disc and a walk he's done more than once in his life to the brick mark. Tries the handoff and met with the mark. Nas winds up the big one, goes around to Leonard. Quick up the line, but quick is the word for Benji Fenrich. Now back to Leonard. Nguyen fakes the around. Looks back and inside to Becker Chagnot. Now Ooh. Kevin Ooh fakes one and then looks back to Tessier. Tessier grabs. Upfield, zips one to Nas. Mb Vogel. Nas sees a bit of room. Rico stopped, but still hangs on. No, he doesn't. It's knocked away. And there was a little stop and go there by Rico, I thought, while Nas decided to throw. Let's see the second look here. Here we are. Rico was ready to go back the other way.
I don't know, Steph. I mean, yeah, exactly. Exactly what I thought. He stopped running, and Eric Becker stopped running, and it was a misthrow.
Yeah, indeed. He stopped when miscommunication between
Yeah, just
the
a
two of them.
miscommunication. Not too bad.
So Belgium break chance. Willat goes back. Martens gets one to stick. Renard winds up and then just goes for the dump back to Martens. Martens flips one over with an outside in. Renard. Ooh, a little shape Tessier wanted to snack but didn't get there. Hogan back through the middle. Renard. Again to Willat and Renard giving and going. Hogan back to the middle. Hits hard. Martins and he goes deep. The chase is on, but it's too far and too far out the sideline.
Yeah, it went out pretty early, so we're going to see France playing this disc a bit more upward, up the sideline. But it was actually a very good offense for our D-line.
Yes, indeed, it was threatening. There was a very good chance to score, and that throw not too far off. And looked good to set up that throw.
Yeah, no. You know, shoot or shoot. You gotta shoot when you have the chance. So just try to give it maybe a bit more around flick.
Nguyen engages Mb Vogel. He finds a seam in the middle and hits Becker Chagnot. Now Nguyen to Leonard. French describe their offense best. Chopo, how?
Conservative and finding always the free man off the poach.
Think they're doing it, and then they go hammer.
Thanks, Steph. Thanks.
And so conservative up until the scoring throw.
Yeah, we got a inside break lefty and some couple of inside flick from the ankle height, and now this nice hammer from Rico to Nasser Mbavogo.
Beautiful piece of work there. Nice point. French looked pretty good, that offense. So they're happy to swing it here. Here's the sequence again. Tessier, Fenriche with a little shoulder shimmy to Rico. And Rico goes hammer into Nas.
Perfect.
Toreri with the pull.
Let's see this pull, if it's out of bound. No.
It hasn't been a great pulling game until that one was not bad. Here comes Belgian. Dinganen kicks things off and gets it again.
France again with the zone.
Clements goes to Gatineau. Clements again. And I hear the French sideline exploding. That means they're transitioning to match defense. 77 shirt of Legrand with the disc. And Belgium don't have much until they go for the big. Maurice running in circles, but it's Dinganen who comes down with it, threatens to spike, and then puts it away.
Nice. Nice. Belgium doesn't have a spike disc like the USA national teams, but nonetheless, I mean, what a catch. What an amazing round flick huck. Started really fast and then stopped a bit into the middle, and then it was just, actually the route of the cuts was strangely good enough to cut out the defender, so the catch was pretty easy.
Yeah, just as I thought the offense was starting to slow down a bit and didn't have much, well, I'm proven wrong by the big shot from Legrand, who recognized some deep space, some deep opportunity, and, well, exploited it with the catch by Dinganen.
But I mean, France can be happy. Belgium can score with that type of arc, 10 out of 10. So I don't know. That was kind of a good pressure for this zone man defense.
The transition was well done, I thought, by the French. They moved from one defense to the next quite seamlessly, quickly. They didn't really lose any coverage.
Yeah, there was just a dump, no gainer during the switch to man.
So French O-line back out there, similar faces. Mbe Vogel has a hard, strong hand, then distributes to the fastest man in the division, but he hangs it up. Fenriche reads it and two-hands it. A goal for the French.
What a position. What a box out. And what a catch. Usually, Nas just hucks those big, fast discs, but this one stood up a bit too much. But the box out was so perfect that it didn't even jump.
That's it. Like choosing your receiver like Benji. Always just try and out throw him.
Yeah,
Throw
exactly.
it as far as you can and keep it in bounds, and Benji will win the foot race. But, I mean, he's no slouch ever when it's in the air. In fact, he's very, very good when it's in the air, too. And that time, he got the benefit of a misread as well.
Yeah.
The defense slipped away at the very end.
Yeah, maybe 1 second more, and the other defender could have caught up and tried to chase down block, but didn't happen. 3-2.
3-2, French ahead, all on serve. 2 turns in the game, of course, on the same point. And that one picked up off a skip by Gatineau, and then shovel pass to Demesmaker. Gatineau, and then into the middle here. Dinganen goes back to Bin. Hammer, and it's on. De Winter with the catch. Hansi sends a blade, and what a grab!
Oh my goodness!
Demesmaker gets up big, Chopo.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not surprised that Belgium is playing like this. I mean, it's the kind of a play that it's the fashion of Belgian teams and Belgian clubs. This maybe not so thoughtful throw that just go into the end zone and just throw it in and someone will catch it. And that's exactly what happened now. I mean, this flick could have been thrown earlier and tighter, but indeed, it was perfect anyway.
Yep, a absolute banger. Belgium strike
Indeed.
back again with another clean hold. A nice start to this game. De Mesmaker, nice stats to start the game, 1-1 on 3. And a reminder while we're at it, with all the excitement, don't you forget to click that like button, subscribe, become a patron, follow us on Instagram, and, write me love letters and send them to my home address.
Like and subscribe. ULTI.TV, best in the world.
You heard it here first, and you heard it here again. Giovanni Santucci live in the booth. That's not a recording of the ad. Mbe Vogel, flipper
Oof.
over top to Becker Chagnot.
Fancy and sweet.
And Nguyen faked the same scuba, instead splits the field and goes for Ou and then Tessier. Ou goes back to Nguyen. Mbe Vogel. No tight mark. They've got all sorts of resets available. And Nas just says enough of this. Here, I'm going to chop a little blade up the line and take some meters. Patient again. They go back and around.
And they're switching to men now for Belgium.
Tessier gets a lateral cut and then looks to the middle. Puts a nice leading throw into Oud. Diagonal chopping to the line, and Tessier gets again. Now Mbe Vogel, the cloud of dust kicks up, and the goal, but there's a pick because people are flexing their muscles.
Yeah, Belgium switched to man, but didn't actually switch really good. And now Francis is right at the door of the front of the end zone.
Mbe Vogel taps it in and looks to Fenrich. Can he isolate? Yes, he can.
Oof.
And the French are back in. I suspect that's going to stay as a dangerous combination.
Yeah, it will be a dangerous combination. And also Benji with the pancake stare down catch on the falling opponent from Belgium.
Interesting stuff. The Mbe Vogel Fenrich connection, at least 3 campaigns deep now, with Isno at WCC together, then French at EUC together on the mixed team, and now here at EMUC. So definitely forged plenty in those last 3 campaigns.
Yeah, no. I mean, they know themselves by heart. They play by heart. They just find the connection, wait for the isolation. If it's Nas to Benji, Benji to Nas, it's just a matter of seconds that someone will receive that disc.
So French continue to look very sharp, but Belgians have done nothing but score every chance they've got as well. They're looking very good as well. Let's see if they can do it again.
Let's see if this pull is inbound and long enough, because we didn't see too many pulls. Good pulls. And they heard me.
They heard, yeah. It's going to be in the end
That's
zone
a
when
good
caught.
pull.
That's good enough.
It was high enough.
Clements goes to Dinganen and then back to Clements.
Oof, Bin. What a cut from Bin.
Dinganen then gets the upfield to Bin. Dinganen. The look upfield from Legrand, and then he looks to Clements in the backfield. Tight defense to Messmaker. And now the laser to the goal. But he gets nothing but tape up the leg and the disc too far.
Yeah, there was a bit of untimed throw and a timed cut because Van der Mecker,
To Messmaker.
the Messmaker just threw it too tight because the cutter was already there. You should have just called him back and just faked the huck. Reset it. It was right on the line.
So Plas will bring it to the line. Guy Clou, as he's known. And he looks to center, tight mark, gets the dump to go. Zubir to Plas, and then they get it out of the end zone. That's Guibault. Guibault goes back to Plas, and now Toreri. Into the middle to Plas. D-line moving okay for this break chance, but haven't generated many meters yet.
Yeah, Belgium is screening a lot the front pass with poaches.
Guibault now far sideline to Maurice. Maël Maurice looking up the up line. Now into the center of the field. He gets Guibault. Back to Maurice. Maurice goes wide, then it's Zubir who gives him an option. Zubir goes forward for Place as Maurice came around and Zubir opens up, but the throw not available. Next throw does come. Dunon and the under to Guibault. Guibault gets an upline cut, but he can't hit it. It was open. Toreri. Francois Zubir demands the disc and thrown near at the pickup. Zubir saves the day. He says, okay, let's calm down, everybody, but just give it to me and I'll throw the goal, okay?
Yeah, this was a combination of luck and reflexes. We saw France in this point playing, switching into a vertical stack in the second half of the pitch, and they actually played with a 6-man stack for a moment, and then they just go back to a 5-2 stack. It was very lucky. This little swing dump for Zubir was almost caught by the Belgium D-line. Oof. And then another layout to save the day.
Great finish to the point. French first break of the game. It's 5-3. There's a timeout on the field. We're going to take a break too and be right back.
See ya.
Have you seen our VO streams? Do you know that VO cameras are built for more tactical team sport analysis? The inbuilt tracking technology allows you to see the game in finer detail. That's why teams are already using it, and ULTI.TV and EUF are teaming up to help you join VO. Contact EUF administration to get more details. So we've got a wonderful game of Ultimate going on here. Semifinals in the Open Division. I like it.
I like it too, Steph.
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Viewers at home, thumbs up button. Belgium on the attack. Here is Dinganen. Fakes the backhand. Takes the backhand. Demesmaker there. Look out. Bredard on the mark. He is a bad man, defensively speaking. Clement goes back to Demesmaker and then spits it out towards the far side. De Winter goes back to middle. Gatineau, the up line, gives back to Vanny Meldrijk. And the inside throw gets tipped and knocked away. I'm not sure it would have made it anyways, but the D was nice.
The D was great, even though the throw was a bad throw. I didn't understand why he threw falling down. I mean, if you want to try to break side, you have to be powerful.
Make it look even more dramatic of a break.
For sure.
Watch this drama. Oh, JS goes for the big blade. Amato collects and goes deep. He's got Calmels on the chase to Mesmaker, but Calmels hangs on with the right hand. Not quite in, taps down and looks to end zone. Gilou trying to cut for him. Amato gets it over the top and throws some pie for a goal.
Wow. Huh. You called it, Steph. You called it during the timeout.
I did say that this seems like a moment where there could be a couple breaks in a row for the French.
Yeah, unfortunate because Belgium actually didn't need that throw to go into the end zone. I mean, they went onto the sideline pretty easily, fairly fast also. So, I don't know. Maybe he thought he had more space, or maybe he saw eyes contact with the cutter and he didn't thought that the defender in this case could reach. I mean, he laid out to get it. So, it was still a dangerous throw for the D-line of France, but, I mean, they brought home the break.
Indeed they did. That's a hot second outing. I love the throw, love the little pop over top.
I love those.
kind of right in the defender's face kind of thing. Like, I see you there, and I'm still throwing to the person right behind you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I love them, but I'm so scared when I do them for some miscommunication, you know, or when the disc stays up a bit too much and then floats in the opposite direction where the cutter is going. It's always a bit embarrassing.
Next pull goes up by Toreri.
Oh.
What do we got on the pull
no.
cam? No, not one. That one's not a winner.
Good height, good length, but
Not in.
Not good aim.
Clements wipes down the disc and walks it to the brick mark. Looks upfield. Clements kicks it out to the sideline.
Pochidi for France.
Goes back to Clements and dinging in again. Now he goes up the line. Throw can work. Needs a play or just some legs. And it got the legs.
Wow. I mean, it's not the first low, fast hawk that we see from Belgium. Probably they practice those because maybe they don't want to play on a height battle or a sky jump battle. So they practice those because it's not the first tight, flat, backhand hawk that we see from the far side of the pitch.
No. Yeah, you're right. That's a little bit of a trend in the Belgian attack right now. They have been throwing lasers when they do go for it, and they're working, or even the last one was very, very close. It did miss, but that one, you see the catch-up speed by Gatineau. He put on the jets, and the throw was safe and good.
Yeah, it looked like it was too fast, or maybe the cutter needed to lay it out, like you said, but look at this. Legs going, fast feet. Slow feet don't eat.
Slow feet don't eat. Dinging in with that assist. And I haven't heard that one before, but I like it, Chopo.
Oh, you can thank Ocho Cinco from the Bengals, Chad Johnson.
You know I know Ocho.
Ocho is great. Shout out to
Cinco.
Chad Johnson.
Yeah, baby. And here's the pull. Kevin Hogan sends it to the French, and that is a brick.
Another tiny brick. Tiny brick.
Not a pulling game so far. Nguyen goes to Leonard, and the handlers go back and forth. Mbe Vogel now. What do you think about the defense, Chobo? A little flat front here, wall.
Yeah, look like an old school three-man cup with the, how we call it, the crucify in the middle.
Yeah. So Belgium have changed things up. Let's see what the French do with it. For now, it's pretty much just been the handlers. And now Nas says enough of this. Leonard's got a little bit of room. Hogan on the chase, but Leonard reads it really well and just waits for it to come to his hands.
Yeah, I mean, hawks during a zone point are always tough on the first cup because it means something didn't work. But actually now the pressure is building up on the D line of Belgium. Not exactly what they want to.
Not. They were hoping to keep that O-line moving with higher efficiency, but the French have, their defensive points, they've been better. They've got the turns, but also their O-line has just been phenomenal.
Yeah, the O-line has been phenomenal. I don't think the D-line actually got an active D. They just forced some throws. Some difficult throws, some difficult angles, maybe. So obviously the defense was tight, but
I think you're right. There's been no stat given for a D.
Well, the last
maybe
layout.
one, yeah.
Last layout.
But it's been team D. It's been pressure, but it's also been Belgium error because of some of that pressure, right?
Yeah,
It's
some misthrow, adding some pressure, some spacing from the French D line. But here it is, a good pull this time.
Well, the Belgians want to find their unity. That's their U stamp that they're after. They'll need it here. Clements goes under and gets it back. Nice take with the left. And then goes big. He's shot to Dinganen. It's hanging up. Dinganen in front, but there is a man on the back. And Bruno Kalmels goes up, and it's a foul, accepted. Zubir saw it
Zubir,
differently.
I think he just saw his teammate accepting foul, so
Yes, yes. No, I think
unfortunate this time because it actually looked pretty clean from here.
I think he liked the defensive effort, and you would as a teammate. He did go up, but surely a little bit of body brush and legitimizes the call, retains possession. Demesmaker looking at the end zone. Up and over, and it's knocked away. Marconi gets a hand in there, and that's a big play for him.
You think they put a hand in there?
Oh, you think it was straight drop? I think he got a little touch and just flipped it butt over tea kettle there.
I don't know.
And made that thing, but we'll look back when we can. For now, the action continues. The French look to break again as they are far sideline. Menendez, and then goes up to Nguyen. That's Quaviet. And into Michon. Michon far sideline goes to Kalmels. And Kalmels fakes the backhand over top. And we've got a stoppage upfield. Looks like possibly a pick. Or maybe a foul.
How fast things can change. 20 seconds ago, Belgium was right on the end zone line with the disc in his hand. And now France is 20 meters away from the end zone for another break. Very
different outcome. Very different situation. What's my job 30 seconds ago is very different to what's my job right now. Kalmels goes for the end zone. Defray, don't get in his way. Fred Bredard with the goal for the French. They're up big, Chobo. It's halftime.
Yeah, they got the halftime. They set the game in a route that's what they want. They were pretty determined when we talked to them. They said we just expect to win and go to the final like we expect to do. So I guess the semifinals can make them happy and also can pump them up for the final. If Belgium, that really loves comebacks, doesn't make a surprise to them in the second half.
Yeah, you never know. Belgium could pull off the miracle. Right now it seems unlikely. Looking over at the other semi, Chopo, you see what's happening on field 2?
Oh, okay, yeah.
GB up a couple, 3-0 on your Italians.
Yeah, worse than the pool game.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. Second half action coming up. We'll be right back.
See ya.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Welcome back, 8-4 to France over Belgium. We're here in Bologna. Steph Rapazzo with Giovanni Santucci. You know him as Chopo.
Hello there.
Chopo, first half thoughts. What went on out there as we look at the match stats?
Well, for sure we saw some crazy offense from France and some very, very good and speedy offense from Belgium. But the pressure that France mounted up during the first points ended up in having 4 breaks.
3 breaks, they're
3 breaks.
Perfect on it. 3 for 3.
They started. Yeah, exactly. 3 breaks. And, yeah, you see France pretty much just at one turn. So, their offense, I think, it's feeling pretty confident, pretty hot hands, both catching and throwing.
Yeah, that's it. 4 turns are not horrible for the Belgium offense, but they've been some short possessions, and the problem is they don't get it back. If they give it up and they're not perfect, they're getting punished by this French D unit.
Yeah, basically every time they turn it over, France scored because they had just 4 clean holds. So Belgium, I think they need to maybe put a bit of pressure on their players so they can wake up and be more sharp.
Let's see if they sharpen up. For now, Toreri sends the pull.
Another good one.
Lands with Dinganen, and he goes to Clements. Quick movement from the Belgian handlers. De Mesmaker comes back. Looks to center, Clements again. Clements wide and around, gets the 25 shirt of Vanny Melrick. Back to Clements. Foul called. Looks to be on the mark, or no, it's between Zubir and Dinganen.
Strange offense for Belgium. 3-handler and a vert stack.
Let's see if they're just out of position or if they roll with this. You're right, it is a little bit peculiar. Clements now. De Mesmaker comes under. Look to center and then goes up the line. Gatineau sends deep, cross corner, goal! That's into the hand of Legrand, and Belgium strike back 8-5 Chopo.
Don't blink or you won't see it. Guys, that inside flick cross pitch huck was crazy and perfect at the same time. I mean, what a throw. And the cutter just had to one hand to catch it because it was so sweet and when it was gliding so softly. That was a backhand, sorry.
Backhand inside out.
I blinked actually.
I mean,
I didn't see it.
It just rocketed off of that sideline.
Yeah, there's some unity here in this point.
Legrand, the scorer from Gatineau, as you see up there on the screen. Belgium's sideline is getting a little excited. Legrand, a goal and an assist. There is the scorer.
So France improved their pool game. Let's see if Belgium improved their pool game.
No pressure. Big pressure, big pressure.
Big wind up.
Willot Kuhn sends the pull, and it lands out of bounds.
Yeah.
Nguyen will take it to the brick mark.
It was running, but then he stopped. He saw his man not set it.
Nguyen backhands around the flat mark to Becker-Chagnot. Becker-Chagnot goes under the mark and gets Fenriche, who just continues that up line. Rico to Benji, Benji to Rico. They're in for another one. Frencho is smooth.
Yeah. Frencho is just rolling on. It's rolling thunder on this pitch. And France is just trying to choke this game. I also see that they're rotating a lot. That means they're trying to control the game and keep the strong player in shape for tomorrow if things go their way. Nice Rico point here. Good fast give and go with the backhand pivot, using it to run already after the release. You see the smile.
Happy Papa changed his number from 77 to 19 this season because of the birth date of his new daughter, June.
So he changed it from the number of Lorenzo Rienti, 77. He used it for Lorenzo Rienti Condor.
Okay.
The famous senator of La Fotta.
For me, 77 is hockey players of the 80s, both Paul Coffey and Ray Bourque, two awesome defensemen.
That's another good pool.
Lands in to Gatineau, and the Belgians are on their way. Dinganen goes back to Clements. A lot of noise on these sidelines right now. Dinganen.
A lot of pressure too.
Feeling the pressure. Gets an upliner there, and that's Bin. Gatineau. And he goes big. He's got a line. What a throw. You got to go to Hansis for the goal. It's 6-9.
Gatineau is feeling it. I don't know if it's the French surname, but his hand is hot as the French offense line.
Oh my word. Gatineau. Holy moly, pulling out all the stops here to keep his team in this game. Here's another look from behind at that inside-out forehand. Look at the shape on that over a whole bunch of defenders. And right on the spot, you see the defender, Bredal, say, hey, talk to me. Maybe I could have swung an arm at that or something. But I think the throw was just too hot even for that.
Yeah, no. He couldn't have got a piece of that. But also, I mean, the toughest throw, 2 in a row. One for the backhand, one for the flick, and one for the fans, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's happening, Chopo. So Hogan set the pole, as you see. Olivier Hansis, a goal and an assist, rehydrating himself.
Thank you, Forrest, for this great stat design.
Love their work. Love being able to bring the stats to you at home. Understand the personalities of this game and some of the feats that they achieve out on this field.
Yeah, always nice to have stats. I mean, you can start the game better. You can see who was influencing the game in a good or in a bad way.
Efficiencies, inefficiencies, so much from the stats. And above everything, some stars are born from stats. Fenrish comes under. Goes around to Becker Chagnot. He milks it a couple more steps now into the hands of Calmels. Carayol to Becker Chagnot, and wow, what a finish. I want to see that one again. I looked down to the roster for a heartbeat, and it's 10-6 now to France.
Deja vu. Rico catching the disc on that far sideline, turning around, big smiles, big chest pumps, and France is still up 10-6. Will be Belgium able to stop this French tank from destroying their D-line?
It's not looking good. Demesmaker made a heck of a play, but Rico a step in front, still got a long, fast body, good reflexes, and just no real chance for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a doctor. Doctor heal themselves, you know.
Yes.
It's their superpowers.
So, thank you all for being with us. Make sure to like. There's way more watching than liking. That I don't like seeing this discrepancy in numbers. Come on. It's the little button with the thumb. Go on and do it. And then I'll stop my calls to action for a minute.
Oof. Caught pull, and it was a good one.
Nice. Chopo got his eye on all the details here. And the Belgians split the field. Dinganen goes back to Clements. Now to Gatineau. Gatineau goes to the sideline, back into the middle. Chipping away, French zone. Clements. Oh, and intercepted, just thrown a little carelessly in the middle there, and now it's with Place. Francois Zuber calls the timeout and wants to slow things down after some good defensive work by his unit.
Yeah, Zubair is playing with the brain, not his big quads.
Well, he's using the big old quads out there too.
Yeah.
We were talking in the battle of prosciuttos, when we talk quads. Zubair, Laffy, Schlor, who do you like back home? Let us know. We're in a timeout. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member
and
fund
our
our work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Back in the French with the timeout call. Chopo, what's happening? How's this all going?
I mean, this game. Sorry about that. This game is still amazing because even when there's some gap in between the two teams, when you see an offense playing that well, and when you see the Belgian guys not giving up, I mean, they maybe risk another break, but they're not playing looking at the score. They're playing with their hearts. They're playing with the Belgian jersey on their shoulder, and they're playing with pride. So we like that stuff.
Loving it. They're going to fight tooth and nail. There's no give up in this unit.
Yeah, there's unity now. There's a lot of unity in this team.
Coach Valerio Ioanni, an Italian-born, Italian player for years, but has been working with Belgium a bunch, and now in the Masters age category as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he took on some teams from Belgium this summer and also this early fall here in Italy.
Had some success. Zubir. Ooh, and just caught there. A little nervous was Guibault.
Yeah, it was a nervous cut.
To Maurice. He stares down his mark and then throws to Toreri. Toreri very quick around, and he goes to Dunon towards goal. Maurice. Back to middle. That's Guibault. Zubir, Guibault. And Guibault looks to end zone, waits for something really close here. Francois Zubir says he's face marking me, just throw it, but he goes to Place instead.
Notice that.
Place goes, finds a seam, and Maurice is on the other side of it. Good patient for the D-line.
When you play this kind of offense with a lot of upline cuts from the handlers, it's always tough because the cutters and the other handlers need to remember then that if the only other handlers goes up the line, then somebody needs to replace him. Otherwise, the disc stays alone and the count goes up. So always tough, but good point by France.
Yeah, Belgians trying to fire up from the sidelines, stay in this, Chopo. They're falling behind right now, 11-6. The French are looking good. People in the chat want to know who Chopo or I will think will win this one. Well, it's down to 4, so it's not really a great time to ask. We've got an advantage, but also I'm not giving my opinion quite yet, Chopo. I did say who my favorites were at the very start of the tournament, so all you loyal viewers would know, or you'll be digging back through the archives to go watch the first open game, and you can hear who I like.
Luckily, Steph, I wasn't here during that France GB Universe Point game, so I don't have any perspective on that kind of matchup, but I can say that my favorite to win, because I wouldn't want Clapham to get GB to get another title, is France now.
All right, Chopo's leaning for France. Here come Belgium. And they're going to try and slow down this French machine right now as Willard dumps backwards. Pick up in the stack.
For the ultimate lawyers, I'd say I prefer France to win, but I think GB is kind of a Avenger team. We're back here.
Back in. Martins. And a pick again.
Yeah, you see, Belgium is playing this kind of a stack with 3 handlers. I don't know if it's wanted or it's just some miscommunication now.
And it spins around with the cut. That one to Willott. And then the big shot goes. The chase is on. Watlet. Can he tow it? I think he can, but no. Everybody says he was out very immediately, and no disagreement.
There's an injury. That's why he didn't go to the disc. I think he pulled something on that deep cut. Actually, Steph, you know what was nice? Before there was a turn in the end zone, and they checked and then moved everybody. So that's good to see in the Master Division some updated rules.
Understand the new ways of the game. Guilou winds up the backhand.
Oof.
And then Marcon. Back to Guilou. To Bredard. Cut comes from Becker Chagnot, but it's covered up, and he goes to center to Marcon. And now Guilou winds up the backhand, throws hard, and hits the 71 shirt of Menendez. Bredard goes in to Becker Chagnot.
Again, Rico in the second half of the pitch, very lethal.
Marcon goes back to Rico, who's joined the D-line here. He's like, hey, I'm not playing enough when we win. Get me back in. He puts his legs down and throws the assist this time to Marcon. Rico is really putting himself into the point.
Yeah, in the second half of the pitch, not the second half of the game, in the second half of the pitch, it gets crazy. His footwork, his speed.
But wait a minute, was Rico a replacement when the injury sub? He wouldn't have started the
Yeah,
point. Maybe that's what happened.
yeah,
I
that's
didn't
why.
notice
Yeah,
him going
probably.
off.
That's why.
Ah, there we go, Chopo.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
No. Yeah. Some things we get, some things we don't, but we bring as much as we can always to you at home. There he is, Eric Becker-Chagnot. 2 goals, 2 assists for the doctorate Frenchman.
Yeah, great friend of us, great player.
Yeah, and great new papa. June at home, Shirley watching.
So here we are. Let's see if France can keep this inbound pulling streak going on.
Toreri,
It looks like it.
Clements, and now Gatineau. Goes to Vanny Melrak, and back to Clements.
France keeping the zone.
It felt like everybody stopped there for a second. That was weird. Renard. Then to Van Elmerek. To Clements. Renard. Belgium just going sideline to sideline, Chopo. Not much else until now.
Yeah, not many overhead, even if it's zone.
Hansis goes to Legrand.
Again, some flat passing, backward passing, not much forward. They're losing ground.
French D looking strong as it has all game long, but Belgium are getting little spurts of energy and upfield gain like they are now. Hansis. And now into Vanny Melrek, and he blades it, but that's not going to work. And they were running out of options, but still forced that one.
You know, when the zone put that type of pressure, once you break the zone, you want to score as fast as you can because you think they're gaining up on you and they're catching up on you. So you want to score with forward passes as fast as you can. But this was an eager pass. He could have controlled it with a dump and swing and keep it cooler. So, Steph, some follower asked me to talk about the ranking that was out on Ultiword.
Ah, yes.
It sparked a little of discussions,
Yes.
say, over here in Europe.
There should be a similar system. Why not? I think ULTI.TV might be the ones to take on that research. We'll call a handful of experts to give opinion and see if we can come up with a best club players in Europe list. I think we can get there. Maurice with the disc for the French. I think it's a good idea, Chopo.
Sorry?
I think it's a good idea to make
Yeah.
the list.
I mean, there was this question, actually, that wasn't that friendly. I saw the Instagram story of Conor McHale.
Yeah.
He was arguing that actually it's not the top 25 in the world. It's the top 25 that play the US Ultimate.
And he's got some legitimacy about the complaint. Clements hangs it up and hammer for the goal. Renard scores, and the Belgians put the 7th on the board with still lots of work to do, but they like that.
Yeah, this was an unfortunate turnover. We didn't talk about it, but it was just missed the toe-in, basically. Even though the catch wasn't that difficult, it didn't see the line, stepped over it, and then Belgium could show one of their famous hammer.
There it is, hammer. Clements sticks that one on the spot. So 12-7, lots and lots of time, 32 minutes. There you see Clement to Renard, Belgium and France, some continental neighbors, and the French with a very strong lead, but Belgians putting their defense on the field. That's what you got to do first if you're ever going to have a chance at a run.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Steph.
Nasser Mbe Vogel, does he want to go deep? Probably, but he'll settle for the under if it's widely open. Ooh.
Big poaches for Belgium.
Tessier now looks upfield. And Benji tout seul, you hear? He's all alone on this sideline. Fenrich gets it. Mbe Vogel gets Nguyen. Nguyen back to Fenrich. And low, but picked up.
Oof.
Nice commando roll there by Carayol. Mbe Vogel goes big. Ooh is there. And in for goal? No, not yet. Ooh. Faces up and lefties in. Nguyen. Easy finish for the French.
Easy one, definitely. Big flex on this point by Nas. It was just the head of the train. In this point, it just had a couple of reset, swung the disc by a couple of times just to get some gainers, to get some better position for his teammates, and then with this big bladey throw, bladey flick, classic Nas. Short of an inch to get the score, but the flick, the lefty.
It's the second time we've kind of seen a Zono, and it's been like, all right, we're throwing fine, and then it gets to Nas. He's like, I've had enough of this. I'm going to end it now.
Exactly. This one was a kind of a more thoughtful one than the first huck inside of the first cup in his half of the pitch.
So Mbe Vogel getting it done, but the score and assist there is to Nguyen for the French. 13-7, 2 away, 6 ahead. Amado rolls it,
Something new.
and they want to keep him on the sideline, I guess. They probably would have liked a few more meters to go with it, but take what they get.
Yeah, you never know. If the blade goes straight out, it's a mess. Ask Tognetti.
Clements looks to the middle of the field. Gets a gainer. Bredal is a beast, an absolute monster. He's hurt himself.
Yes, it's a clean D, but the tape went off, so
Tape
now he has to
ripped,
change it.
and he's got an opening on the palm there. It looks like he's got a skid open. He is a monster. And that
he's a long man.
And he's big, and he hits the ground heavy, and you probably hear him breathing down your neck really heavy as well, because he's coming.
Well, putting Guillot instead of him now to handle the disc, it's kind of a...
Demesmaker gets it right back after Bredard comes at him and jumps in the lane, and then he zips it to the other side with a beautiful throw. Hammer was faked. And then Demesmaker again. He throws for goal, not quite in. Gatineau. Looking, leading. Clements is there. Belgium get away with one. 8-13, and they've got some energy.
Yeah, they got some momentum going now with a scooped one-hand catch at the bottom of the end zone. I mean, when you can get that block jumping that way on a kind of a huck, overhead huck, it's great. You get the energy, you get the defense pumped, and yeah, that's what the Belgium offense needed, because if it was another break, the game was done.
I mean, look at that play too by Bredal.
Yeah, also how they got the disc, the French team got the disc was great. So
yeah, French worked hard to get it. Demesmaker goes and gets it straight back. You'll see here he's going to jump in the lane.
do you see that disc would have been caught?
I don't know. I think there was probably some separation deep.
I think there was a deep man from the Belgium, but you know magic line throws, those around that gets you out of your position as a defender. Those are always tough to read.
So, spoiler alert, close your ears if you don't want to know what's happening in the other semifinal. But if you do, I'll tell you that GB is up 7-4. So low-scoring game, 7-4 on the Italians.
I guess they put on some tight zone defense to slow down the pace of the GB team that always looks so fast and terrible to stop.
So Kwavu Nguyen with the disc at the spot, and he goes to Fenrich. Fenrich to Carayol, fakes the up line again, and then Tessier as the Belgian sideline starts chanting. I love it. Becker Chagnot looks up, gets a gainer up the line. Carayol to Fenrich. Fenrich to Nguyen. The French keep churning out completions. Break
nice
around
one.
to Rico. Becker Chagnot fakes the hammer back to Tessier. Rico again.
Oof. Missed opportunity there.
Rico goes for the backhand. Fenrich is there, and again the French score one away from victory.
Yeah, you can see Belgium tried to put the Mesmecha in this D point to get things going if the disc was turned over, but actually I think they played on his band because it was so tired after all this point up. And now Rico got the easy point with this nice round backhand break where you pivot at the last moment to get the assist. You see now he's like facing a bit of travel maybe, but
love it. French looking strong. A reminder, love to see the chats going, and on parle français, on les chats, ça c'est super. On peut pousser le petit bouton like. Mais maintenant, tous comprend, hein? Les Belges, les Français. Let's hit the like button, baby. Like and subscribe. ULTI.TV bringing you the action.
Per favore, fateci questo favore. Mettete mi piace al bottone su YouTube, ULTI.TV.
Even less excuses now. We're hitting you with every language. Clements with the disc.
Again zone.
Goes over Dinganen. Dinganen fake backhand and then gives to Gatineau.
First match point of the game.
Will they get a chance to put one in, or will the Belgians extend Gatineau? Into the dump space, Dinganen. Dinganen looked to swing and then goes to the far sideline to Clements. Clements takes the under to Legrand. And you hear the defense shifting to match.
Yeah, it's a man-to-man now.
Hammers.
Forcing flick.
Hammers were faked but never delivered, but they keep connecting. Vanny Malrek throws high for Clements.
Tough one.
Clements goes to the dump space. Vanny Malrek. Then back into Clements.
Pressure is mounting up. They're going backwards.
And defense is tight, but they get it around. They get a few more meters towards the sideline, this time to Legrand. Clements.
Still backwards.
Are they feeling the pressure? Will they be forced to shoot for the goal? Or can they get this offense clicking? Clements.
I'd say in 3 passes going to go down now.
Sends it, good one. Defender wasn't looking, and Legrand now goes up line and is behind, but it's collected. Clement. What does he have? He has a blade, and it's tiptoed in. Ding it in, toes it in, and Belgium extend. Well done. Don't lose the game is a good mentality.
Ding it in.
He sure did ding it in, did get it in. You know what we mean.
Yeah, I mean, crazy pressure on this point. and crazy throw. Not crazy, but some fast, tight throws for the Belgium. Sometimes they gotta thank a couple of times their teammates to save the day like this. But now they are still here in the game. 14-9, second match point for France. Let's see how it is end up.
Second match point for France. First match point with their O-line receiving. So it's, I sometimes say, first legit match point because they're gonna touch it.
Sure.
I have this debate with a lot of people though. There's a lot of people who oppose it. Yep, right behind me, Benji says that the one we just saw was the first game point. I say this is the first game point. What do you think back home? Let us know in the chats.
I think you can consider the first point when you are 14 a game point. But because I played D.
You expect to get it back.
Yeah, I want to get it back.
Nguyen. Offense sets up in a horizontal with an isolation. Ooh, and the isolation is Becker Chagnot, comes all the way back. Shooter. Nas Mbe Vogel goes to Becker Chagnot.
Nas was looking deep.
And the throw turns over. Rico calls a foul. Let's see if we get another look at this one. Here it is.
Travel and foul.
Yeah, all over him. Becker Chagnot gets it back. Popped in front off the sideline. Bounces off the ropes of Fenriche. Then he puts it, Fenriche. And the competition coming, but Fenriche rips it down. And the French are going to the show. Championship game tomorrow. They will feature.
Yes. What a way to end the game and still assert dominance, not just with the score, but with the power. End up with a big contested huck that wasn't at the end contested at all because Benji just went up there, did his work, and cut it back.
Took that game away. They did it on D and then show that big flick again. Flick bomb. Rico Becker Chagnot to Fenriche for the win.
Some hang time there.
Ben, should we do an interview? Do we have time or no?
Yep. So, Steph, we're looking for the right man to interview now for you guys, but we just ended up one of the two semifinals of the Open Division. France just dominated the game. We were talking, me and Steph, before about the fact that they started getting breaks as soon as they got pulled inbound. Couple points, the first couple of points, the pull were out of bound. But as soon as the defense started putting it in, and Belgium had to start in awkward position, then the defense got better.
So I do have Benji Fenriche after the game. Congratulations, Benji. How's it feel?
It's pretty cool. We work really hard in this game. We were focused at the beginning, during the warm-up, and during all the game. And the G and the offense were really focused on the structure. And it's pretty cool to have another game tomorrow for the gold.
Right, so you guaranteed you got a medal coming. Of course, you would like that to be the prettier color, the prettier medal. Une médaille d'or is what you're hoping for. Last point of the game, you've been able to show some separation throughout this tournament. Tell us about the last play of the game there. Rico got the disc. What were your thoughts when you turned upfield?
I saw the Belgian player, but I had the position and I just focused on the timing to jump, and I was really, maybe we can say, in the zone.
Right,
and I was really calm about it.
There's your stats there. You were in the zone all right. 4 goals and an assist, Benji. A excellent showing. Tomorrow, championship game. probably against GB. That game's not over, but they're in the lead. How are you guys going to take tonight? Will you have a little celebration? But what's the plan for tonight before your big game tomorrow?
The same things at the beginning. We will be with the team. We will be eating together, and we just will have a meeting to be focused, and we will celebrate after the game.
Okay,
and we need to be focused.
Excellent stuff. Congratulations. Anything you want to say to people watching back home? Some hellos, some thank yous.
I will say hello to everyone, to all.
You can speak in French to them.
Je vais dire bonjour à tout le monde, à tous les Français, à Isno, à Yaka et aux équipes de France, pour tout le monde et à la famille.
Isno giving some wonderful hand gestures as they always do as they go by. Congratulations, Benji.
Thanks,
go enjoy the day. We'll see Benji Fenriche tomorrow for the final. We've got more action coming up next. As always, there's never-ending action here at ULTI.TV. I do have to scroll down to look. It looks like we've got Germany GB in the mixed masters division coming up next. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, no, I'm right. Anyways, I'll figure out what it is. The thumbnail will be up any second now, and we'll be back with you in no time. Thank you for being with us. Francois Zubier almost on camera, but he doesn't. Maybe he does want that. He's got a big winner's grin on. Thanks for being with us. For Giovanni Santucci, I'm Stefan Rapazzo, and that man is blowing kisses.
Here we are. Sorry, sister at the fields, never at the field, so I had to say hi.
Chopo Santucci, stay with us. Finals day tomorrow. More action today. Don't go anywhere.
Bye-bye. See you.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, Ultimate.
ULTI.TV.